it's been a blessing to be a part of Grace Fellowship, to serve you, and to be a part of what God's doing. You know, when last weekend, of course, we were down near Columbus celebrating with a former church. I was there 79 to 84, I think it was. Yeah. And they were established in 1837.
Founded by you.
Yeah. Anyway, have a lot of, a lot of things. The Lord has us in different seasons of our life and in different places. And God has been so good to me. Ann and I, as Brent said, I was licensed to preach in 1972 at 19 years old, and then in 73, Ann and I married. We attended my home church for a little while, and then a church called us as associate pastor in Odom, Georgia. Anybody ever heard of Odom, Georgia? It's between Baxley and Jessup. You heard of Jessup, Georgia, and down in that lower part of southeast Georgia. And so we served there for a few months, and then another church called me to be pastor. I think I was 20 at the time, and so we went there, served for about 9 months, and then another church called us. I thought every time a church called you, you're supposed to go back then, and I thought, so I went from those first few years of ministry, so I went from South Georgia to Pine Mountain, Georgia, and near Callaway Gardens, had a church right there in the doorway of Callaway Gardens almost, and Lord blessed us. We served there about 4 years, and then the church where I just got back from homecoming, Antioch Baptist, near Columbus, and served there 5.5 years. Then went to seminary in North Carolina, and the Lord it's been amazing. We moved to North Carolina with 3 little kids. Jeremy was, what were you? 8. And Julie was like 5, and Jason 4, something like that. No job, no church, no nothing. But on faith, we moved. Because that's what I felt the Lord wanted me to complete my master's. And when about within the week, a church called us and said, "Would you come do a homecoming for us? We're having a homecoming." Said, "We're having a special homecoming. Would you come do that?" I said, "Sure, I'd be glad to." Didn't know them from Adam, but just went up. A little church called Tungsten Baptist Church up in the up above Henderson, North Carolina, and
Bullock.
Yeah, Bullock, North Carolina. I forgot about that. Bullock, North Carolina. And the Lord just, they said, "We want you to come back next week." We didn't tell anybody, so we want you to come back next week and preach for us again, and you'll call. I said, "Okay." And so I went back the next week and preached. And in that little church, Tungsten First Baptist Church. It was a mine. Tungsten mine was underneath the village there. And years ago, people had moved from all over the place, all over North Carolina, to be there in that village where they were mining the tungsten. But unfortunately, I think in the 50s or 60s, they shipped China was shipping in tungsten to go along with the steel, you know, and so they had to shut down the mine. It just put the miners out of business, so that whole community was devastated. I mean, the whole village, people moved off and had to move back off to find jobs, you know, so people had to drive about 30 miles. The nearest one was about 8 or 10 miles, and then most had a number of people had to drive about 20 to 30 miles. And because they had closed the mine down, but the church was still there. The church still stayed active. So we served there at Tungsten First Baptist for about 3 years, and then about near finishing seminary, and came to South Carolina, Aiken, South Carolina. Served at Calston Baptist Church there for about 4 years. And then Tiva Road Baptist Church called me in LaGrange. Tiva Road was a great ministry. The Lord blessed us there. First year in ministry there, the Lord added 99 people to the rolls. 50-something got saved, and 40-something came by letter. We had revival. The Lord blessed beyond measure. So anyway, I'm just giving you a little bit. Then Tiva Road, when I was there about 6 years. Left there, went to, was out of the pastorate for a little while. Kind of got a little bit hurt. And so I was out of the pastorate for a while. Didn't think I'd go back, but Lord had other plans. And so we wound up serving a little church in a kudzu patch called Stowball Baptist. Was there 21 months, and I got fired. So I didn't know why, but I found out later, and it was a good thing. The Lord was moving me out of a mess. And so a little bit later, another church called me, of course, and New Hope First Baptist. I was doing counseling with behavior disordered children for a counseling service for about a year. And during that time, the New Hope First Baptist in Dallas, Georgia called me. I served there 18 years, and before coming here till after my illness, and I had to retire. Thought I wouldn't be able to do, keep up. I wouldn't be able to do it anymore. So I was under the intention that I wouldn't be serving as pastor, but Grace Fellowship gave me the opportunity to come and be with y'all. And so that was 6 years ago, almost 7. But the Lord has a way. So I said, Lord, I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. And I'm here for the Lord to do with me what he wants to do. So,
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you. That's what it's about. And because I gave my life to the Lord those many years ago, 52 years. And so I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to stand and share with you the gospel.